Hello guys, in this video I want to discuss about for loop. To be more exact, how does for loop change with every loop? And as you can see on the right side there is a trace table, and it consists two variables k and j, and our task for that question is to trace our for loop program, and we have to fill our trace table and fill the box below the for loop. So let's start. So as you can see, k is equal to 4, and a trace is also written there. We go to the for loop. So int j is equal to k minus 3. We already know what is k is 4. So 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. So j is equal to 1. And from 1 till 15 included. 16 is not included because, as you can see, we have less operator. And for loop is increasing by 5. So we go to the inner of our for loop. So we see that k is incrementing by 1. So it's going to be, since the k was 4, so right now it's going to be 5. Let's type in here. What about here? J plus is equal to k modulus 5. Let's write it more clearly. J is equal to j plus k modulus 5. So j is 1, right? So what about modulus? K modulus 5. K is 5. So as we know, if the first number is divisible by the second number, and the operator is modulus, so the answer should be 0, right? So 5 modulus 5 is equal to 0. 1 plus 0, 1. So j is 1 for that purpose. And in our print statement, it's going to be empty space plus k plus j. You know, if it was your real quiz or real exam, I will suggest you to not make this mistake when you fill the output. So as you can see, there is an empty space, and I think most of the students write the numbers already in the beginning, in the most beginning of that box, but it's not correct. We have to mention the empty space. So let's press it twice, space, like this, plus k plus j. So let me mention one more thing. As you can see, we have k and j variables, and they are in the integer data type, right? Like 5 plus 1. So we think it's gonna be 0. Oh, sorry, not 0, 6, right? But it's not like this, because let me show you why it's not like that. Because k is 5, right? And j is 1. So it will be 6 if 5 and 1 will be in brackets, because in this case program thinks like, oh, like 5 and 1 are just only integers inside only in these brackets, this. But since there is no brackets for 5 and 1, there is just only single brackets for all the statements. So, and also we have to mention that string is as the first variable here, not variable, just string. So program thinks like, oh, after string is gonna be another string. So in this case, it's not the summation of integers, it's the concatenation of strings. So it's gonna be empty space plus 1 plus 5 as empty space plus 51, which is like that. Okay, let's go to the next loop. So j is increasing by 5, but j was what? It was 1. So 1 plus 5 is 6. Okay, k is increasing by 1. So k was what? It was 6. We go to the second loop. J is equal to j. J was 6 plus k. K, it says not 5 anymore. I think it's 6, right? Like that. 6 modulus 5 is 1, because when you divide 6 by 5, the remainder is going to be 1. So 6 plus 1 is 7. So in here it should be 7, right? And in the print statement it's gonna be like empty space plus 6 plus 7. In other words, 67. Okay, what's more? J is 7, right? So 7 plus 5 is 12. K plus plus is 8, or what? K was 6, so right now K is 7. So we go to the J again, third loop. J is 12 plus K, what is K? K is 7, so 7 modulus 5. So it's gonna be 12 plus 2, which is 14. So empty space plus 7 plus 14, which is 714. And let's mention it here. So 14 plus 5 is 19, right? But as we can see, for loop, the last point for the for loop is 16. Actually, it's not even 16, it's 15 included, right? So 19 is out of the loop. So that's how our for loop is finished already. And that's our trace table field. Thank you for your attention.